About pigeon speaking, and yes, it's the first time I'm actually doing this playthrough of Warioland 3, and as you may have noticed, it will be a very special edition because I will be today destroying the English language by doing this playthrough in English this third time. If you want to have any access to the first playthrough and the second playthrough, it will be available in the links in the description, the first part of the playlist at least. So if you want to not be ear bleeding in your ears because of my terrible English skills and with regarding speaking or reading, well, feel free to do it, and don't hesitate to comment on how bad it is. But so first playthrough was all chests, all coins. Second was only all chests, because it was with the new headset that I had gotten at the time. And now I guess well that I will be doing again all chests, all coins, and I will try to do all the golf courses. There's one that I never actually was able to do without going over the limitation in terms of strokes. But let's try now to do this in English, and I hope you. I won't. No one will be sleeping because of my voice. So let's do English, of course, because I don't know any Japanese. I won't be able to read Japanese just like this, just by reading signs. Perhaps Romaji would be working a little bit better, since the accent should not be too much of a trouble. But just to be safe, I'm just doing that in English. I'm actually shaking very much because I don't know why I'm doing this, but I really wanted to give this a try, and doing this with quite a long playthrough would be quite a nice idea, even though I'm already uploading so much right now. But to be quite honest, Warioland 3 is one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game that I've ever played, equally or not with, well, on par with the second Harry Potter movie, Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets. Perhaps I will be doing this one in English later, but I just need to do something else. But a hidden figure. Are you aware, Wario? I think it's awake, but this one is in the music box you were appearing into. I was the god that protected this world. But one day, a wicked being sealed away my power and took control of this world. Wario, I want you to find the 5 music boxes needed to break the hidden seal and recover my powers. If you find them, I'll send you back to your own world. Of course, all the treasure you find is yours to keep. Will you help me? Well, of course, I'm a very greedy guy. No problem. So I guess I will be going through all the mechanics that I can, in English of course, and explain the best as I can. So, let's go. So to begin with, the world is divided in 4 parts, according to the compass on the top left. We'll see that a little bit later. And the temple is a place where you will receive clues to know where to go next, according to the main quest. Of course, you won't have anything else regarding optional chests and such. But of course, we have to head for out of the woods. It's the only level after all. And so let's go. North 1 or N1. So B to tackle and A to jump. They're very classic. There's not too much of a trouble. Those ping blocks are breakable, but more will come later. There are different powers that we can receive. There is no health bar as well, so it's quite a surprise, I think, because, well, it was as well the very first time that I had received this game. When I received the game, I was quite surprised that there was no health bar. I was used to play with... oh, always forgot about this. I was used to play with Rayman, and so with the life bar, it was kind of strange to change a little bit like this. But the goal of each world is to get the keys and get the chest next. So it's quite a unique gameplay because, well, not gameplay, I mean, but a unique way of playing because where whereas you perhaps be able to find chests in some of the games, here they are almost all of them are playing quite are playing in how you will be able to go through other levels because some chests like this one will will be able to create an event that will allow you to go either in other levels or unlock some more power-ups on later on. And I guess that's all. So for now we only have the power to tackle, but later on we have up to 9 power-ups, I think, that will be available to us to choose from. And for now there's just nothing much, just the basics. So there's now another mechanic, Peaceful Village, that exists in this game. That is the night and day shift. Every time you beat a level, you'll be going through the other part of the day. Here it's night, of course, and so on. It will be back to the to the other to the other time of the day. There's only two, so there's absolutely no trouble to explain this. But of course, Wario's like his good brother Mario has quite a few power-ups in his hand, but it's not given by any objects. It's actually given by the enemies surrounding him. Some of them can transform him into many things. So here we can be a spring, we can be a zombie as well, or we can be burned to be able to, well, to do things to blow up some blocks. And I say blow up because it's usually like that. Like they just go out, transform it going into smithereens or something like this, and when it's finished, those blocks disappears for us. Where's the zombie? So a zombie power-up is needed here because when you are jumping on very same platforms, you can go through them, which is quite neat for at least this key. I don't think you can get it during the day, but let's go for now with this. And as always, there's a total of 8 golden music note coins in each level, and there's a total of 100 treasures. So 100 treasures. There are 4 treasures per level, so 25 levels in total, containing 4 chests each. Not treasure, as I just stated just before. But yes, coins will also be very useful later on. It's not like you gain any lives, since after all you are invincible, almost invisible, sorry. So let's go to N3, the vast plane. So there are again a quantity of power-ups that you have to get to be able to do things. So invisibility that is given on very rare occasion actually. So it lets you go through those doors that detects well you visibly, and you cannot open chests with this power-up. You have to go through a pipe to be able to go back to normal, to be visible, and well, after all, if you're invisible, how are you supposed to open the chest when you don't see your hand? And perhaps the key as well. Perhaps the key is also invisible at this point. Or perhaps it's in your pocket and you aren't even able to see it. So there's quite a few possibilities, hypotheses to go through. But for now, let's just go forward. I think for now I've explained everything that was really noticeable at this point, but no, actually not. Yeah, so if you are using select in front of the map, you can see the different shapes that you have collected so far. Also the information about what event just happened. So here it will be like the door opening and the new level, the desert runes, which is in the west. That just opened. So here I think we have to go this way first. Yes, because both sides, the other side is has a symbol of sun and can be opened currently. It can be opened without any trouble later on, but we need another power up, and this won't be available quite soon, unfortunately. And we need almost all the power-ups to be able to collect all the golden music note coins anyway, so let's continue. Let's move onward to the next chase. So going on a ladder as well, it's quite easy going up. Using B, I think you must use B to go to the side to be able to well go out of a ladder. You can jump from a ladder. I think it would be quite a feat to perform if you're able to do that, but let's not sidetrack too much. So now here it's quite a predicament. We have those end that appears, and that will make you go down into the sand. Oh yes, this key might be a bit troubling to get. I think I perhaps stopped the playthrough because of this. Let's see. Alright. No. Alright, perfectly fine. I don't have my controller, so it's quite a problem if... big issue is that sometimes when you press 3 different keys, you will be locked. I think the keys will lock themselves, and the third one won't be used. So can be a bit problematic. But here I don't think it's the case. So it's quite nice. Because we are strong but not white, we have to tackle those guys twice before they are done. So yes, for now 5 chests, and it's quite nice. I don't think I will be able to do as much later on, but I don't think those videos will be short anyway, since it's the third time again. But at least I didn't lose my memory too much. I was a little bit goofing around in the first level because I tried with Looney Tunes to go back to it recently, and it's if you're in a hassle, it's very complicated to explain everything. So I'd rather take it a little bit more slow. A bit more slowly. So the volcano's base here is it's not the good place as well, so I guess I'll have to go up anyway. Those guys only hurt you if they are in red, so be careful not to be sniped by those electric worm thingy. We need for now to just stay in the volcano's base and have the grey chest. So it can be a bit complicated a bit hard to be able to go here, but actually second road is quite nice for me. And now we need to perform the very last one. So I think as far as level design, it's only like vertical, horizontal, or like 45-degree angled slopes in this game. But now introducing the boss. So bosses have a very very common unique gameplay. They don't kill you, of course. So what they do instead is that they, if they touch you or hurt you, quote, they will send you back to the place you were before, and you have to do the whole thing all over again. So it's quite a bit of a big loss of time, but when you're done, it's normal to go through that. I'm sure I went at least 10 or 15 times with before being able to beat this boss. But first power up, we can ground pound, I think. Well, yes, I think it's ground pound anyway. So we can now destroy those pink blocks from up top and only from the side. And it's also the first we will be introduced to chests that are optional, that gives us like treasure or something. And there will be another thing later on, but I think I will go directly through this one, because it's there where the coins are coming into play, where you have to use those. And it's with those special doors. First of all, I think it's this one that I need to go through. Yes, because you need to get the red key, and you can't destroy those blocks. Well, you can destroy the first block, but you can't go through the second block without going down. So it's quite a problem, and I think I could have broke some other blocks, but I don't think it's possible right now. So I guess we have to go back. But at least the blocks are always destroyed, so it's quite nice. They can't sting you if you are crouching, by the way, even if you jump on them. So with that you can see how the course is going. So this one is like free sand. So first one power, and you need to be able to stay in between the red and the blue on the start. The red is just well, you have gives you like the power you have to go in. I think I will go with this. And the blue, if you're on the right, the blue will make the yellow dude go a bit more right, and on the left, and if it's the left blue, it will make the yellow guy go a little bit more left. Those poor guys have. I don't think they like to live in this world anyway. But yes, so those things are spiky. Don't touch them in any case. They will be a big trouble later on, but we aren't there yet. I guess I'll go through a last chest before making a small cut before continuing. So this pen doesn't seem to do much. But actually, if you go through the small corridor in between north and west, you can see that there are colors that are added through time, with the number of pen that you are collecting, or pencil, or thick pen, or anything pen related. So again, we have to deal with another small game of golf. Using your left and right keys quite fastly, very fastly, to be able to not get trapped by those guys. You can also tackle if you want to go fast. You can jump on them; they won't be able to catch you. Ah yes. uh, going left and right to be able to free yourself from their grasp. I was looking for from someone. Because yes, this time I can't be using any dictionary anyway. I must do everything by myself. So let's hope that this one goes very well. I think you can do this one in part 1, but I don't think... Oh no, Holy One, yes! Very nice. Got an eagle. And thus, the quest for for this red chest is now done, and we can move on to a new level. And I think that it's still to this day quite a very unique game. 18 years later, I don't think I've ever seen another game that was like this, that you have to unlock chests that doesn't let you do things that doesn't give you power up so you can go through things, but there are things unrelated to you that happen to the world, and it's constantly changing. And so it's very interesting that for a Game Boy game or Game Boy Color in this case, they do things like this already. So it's a very interesting thing. I have so much good memories with this game. But let's go back and see what we have here. So the bushes are colored now. They aren't grey, they are in a bit of blue. So we will just be doing a small break. I'm not finishing this session, so I won't be doing too much of an outro here. So see you in the next video, perhaps, or next part.